Happy holidays, first grade. I am excited to share with you a holiday story that you may not have read before. It is an old story, but you know what they say, an oldie but goodie. So today I'm going to read aloud to you The Smallest Gift of Christmas by Peter Reynolds. Roland was eager for Christmas Day. He raced downstairs to see what was waiting for him. But when he saw his present, he was not impressed. It was the smallest gift he had ever seen. Had he waited the whole year for this tiny gift? Boy, he sure sounds ungrateful, doesn't he? Roland closed his eyes and hoped and wished as hard as he could for a bigger gift. And when he opened his eyes, there was a bigger gift. "You call that big?" Roland asked. He had been wishing for something much bigger. He closed his eyes and wished a little harder. "Ha! That one isn't much bigger than me," Roland said, "and I'm not very big." "I want a bigger gift." "Big? That's not even as big as my house. When I say big, I mean big," he yelled. Roland stomped off, sure there was a bigger gift for him somewhere. In the distance, he saw a present wedged between two buildings. Now that, Roland thought, that is pretty big, but still not big enough. Roland was determined, so he set off to search the universe. He searched and searched, but all he could see were billions of stars. Roland peered into his telescope. He could just make out a tiny dot in the distance. Earth, his home, his family, now just a speck, growing smaller and smaller. Roland realized that he was very, very far from home, and that if he waited a heartbeat longer, that little dot would disappear. Roland never thought he'd want something so small so badly. He closed his eyes and hoped and wished with all his might for that tiny speck, the smallest gift. As the rocket headed toward it, the dot grew bigger and bigger. Roland was home. Merry Christmas. Boy, Roland sure must be exhausted from that trip. But boy, didn't he sound a little greedy, thinking that bigger is always better. We've been talking about the lessons to learn from a story. Some of the lessons that came to my mind after reading The Smallest Gift of Christmas is that gifts come in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes the best gifts come in small packages. That's what I've heard. But here's what I think. The best gifts come from the heart. So while Christmas is so much more than gifts, today your writing topic is about the gifts of Christmas. In today's writing topic, you have lots of choices. You pick the one that you want to write about the most. Do you prefer to get or to give gifts? And why? Or you could write about what is the best gift that you ever received? Why? Or what is the best gift you ever have given someone? Why? Lastly, what is a gift that you can give this holiday season that doesn't cost you any money? Who would you give it to? Boys and girls, the topic for today's writing is really up to you. Today we're writing about gifts, gifts from Christmas. And think about the meaning of the story and think about the meaning of the holiday that you celebrate. We're so excited to hear what you have to say. Can't wait to read your stories, boys and girls. Until I see you again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas.